Okay, we're going to attempt to go through the a clean out or a vent stack of the ADU back behind this house. So it's pretty narrow passage, so we'll see to get the best we can. Inside's a lot of cast iron, and the clean out lid in there's stuck, and I'm not going to cut it because I'm not a plumber. So, but if I can get in this way, this could work. All right. Back towards the house. Okay, let me go in the house real quick and run just a little bit of water. Okay, got a little bit of water running in the kitchen sink, so we'll see if we can catch that. Going through the yard now. See if we can get to the house from here. Okay, a lot of this hadn't been used very much. A lot of stuff in the drain. Sediment. Here we go. All right, I think this is underneath the house now. That was a PVC connection there. See if we can find the water from the kitchen. Here we go. Here's the kitchen right up underneath there. Alright, we've made it to the house. So that worked. But we're going to come into some cast iron very quickly, I think. And if it's rough, we can't drag this camera through that cast iron. You have to get a plumber. But we'll see how far we can go without causing any kind of problems. So far, so good. Got a center here. Alright, got another center here. We still got decent flow. Getting a little tougher to push. Alright, here's the cast iron. So now we're going to be kind of careful. We don't want to force our way through this too much because this stuff can be bad news and we don't want to get stuck or break it. Alright, looks like I might not be able to make it past that. So we are flowing water out of there. Got quite a bit of corrosion. Yeah, I'm just nosediving right in the bottom there. Looks like I got a little bit of a belly there too, and that water just sitting there. So as you can see, as we go through the house, we're coming up onto some pretty rough looking cast iron. There's a lot of cast iron in this crawl space running laterally, and cast iron just rots from the inside out, and so that really needs to be changed out. I'm going to suggest calling a plumber out here, further investigation, but for the most part we don't like to see that much cast iron running laterally. Going vertically is one thing for small sections, but this had quite a bit of lateral. It's going to need to probably be evaluated and potentially replumbed, replaced. I just don't think I can get my camera getting through there. There's some kind of deadheading right there. I'm just forcing right back into the pipe, and see, it's just too that stuff's just grabbing my camera. So pretty common thing. Once we come up to cast iron like this with some sharp turns, we just can't really get any further. So this is about as far as I can go. We do have cast iron. There's a lot of corrosion in that cast iron, a lot of issues there. So further evaluation from a plumber is needed in this situation, I believe. Let me go cut the water off real quick. clean up, be on the way back. Unfortunately, that's about as far as we can get without risking something, breaking something. Get everything all sanitary before we come back, so I can clean everything on the way back and stay nice and clean when you're doing this job. Alright, see if we notice anything on the way back. See if this water got out of here first of all while I'm here. Okay, so the water's off, and you can see we've got water sitting there. So right where this junction is, we've got standing water in that pipe. So we've got a belly in this pipe. It's poorly pitched, and on top of it being cast iron. So yeah, this is definitely a plumbing issue here, and you should call a plumber out for this. You don't want that standing water sitting right there, because that's a big problem with this kind of pipe. Finish up. Alright, let's see if we can get back without breaking anything. Alright, got that one done, and we'll suggest a plumber due to